Who's here? All right. Full stop. Welcome, everyone, to the live night. We will have one station followed by a challenge, followed by scrambling, followed by another station. By the end of tonight, two more passengers will have failed to get on board and will need to be left at the station. It's going to be intense. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be painful. All right. Let's start with you, Austin. Austin, last week was chaotic. We had four nullified votes, followed by a three,
Mhm.
two, two. Walk me through what goes on in your head as these votes are getting read.
Well, I was like, damn, we are not on the same page. And the people who were on the same page didn't even have control. So that told me I had to set my game up. I had to start like doing things, talk to people, trying to figure out what was going on. And it also meant, figuring out for myself where I wanted to go forward with this because even though that vote was very confusing, like why in the world were four votes nullified and it was a plurality vote, it also was very eye-opening once I like got over what happened and slept on it a little bit.
Danny, you were the one that played the idol and nullified four votes. When you hear somebody say something such as, it was really eye-opening, what does that do to your game and how you feel like you're playing it?
Nothing. And when I say nothing, it wasn't like just because of it's eye-opening to other people doesn't mean that it shouldn't have been. It should have been, we're all players in this game. We're all trying to do what we can to move. And did I expect it to go the way it happened? Yes and no, but it went the way that I think benefited a lot of our games. And I think it opened up a lot of pathways that all of us could work and benefit and move forward with each other in different manners and possibilities that our games could change. However, as I look at it the same way, eye-opening, maybe it wasn't expected that I would be the one to do it. I don't know. And that's fully fair. Like sometimes your assumptions and your like things that you make about people don't always go as they plan. Sometimes you learn things because of the way that people act, and we're all humans. We all do different things when we're in situations. When we come into a bind, we change how we act, and we become. Some people go on offense, some people go on defense, and the way you respond is just because of how you respond. So it's not that crazy for me for Austin to say that because if I was in Austin's situation, yeah, it would still be eye opening if I did not know that that was even a possibility of happening. You know what I'm saying? So like that's where I look at it with like, yeah, I see where Austin's coming from. It's eye opening. It changes the dynamic of what you thought was going to be something that you thought, and maybe he didn't think that, and I don't want to speak for him, but I'm also saying it pulls you into a situation of, hey, the game can go anywhere you want to, and we all are capable of changing it in any narrative in any manner we want to. So,
Laura, you had the idol played on you. This gave you a second chance in this game. You would have had the most amount of votes. How do you prevent yourself from getting the most amount of votes again?
I mean, obviously, because I was voted once, it's easy to say, okay, just vote her again. But I guess just getting myself out there a little more, I don't know. Mm.
Okay. Aaliyah, this challenge and twist results in five players being safe and the other five not being safe. How does that change your strategy when the numbers to decide between are so few.
Well, that really just depends on how you look at it. If you're looking at people that you're aligned with that could have been grouped on a different group, or if you're looking at like the challenge win, are you just looking at who did worst in the challenge, or are you going to look at the group as an individual? That's something that I know I've talked with people about both sides of the hat, the coin, whatever you want to talk about. But that's like a really big decision going. And like, are we going to look at who did poorly in the challenge? Or are we going to look at, oh, am I going to save my friend type of situation?
Noah, does challenge performance come into play at this phase of the game?
I mean, for this vote, I hope like in my if roles were reversed and my tribe lost, I hope they wouldn't like hold that into consideration for like this challenge at least because like based on like the way it went, I only got to go one time and just because I was fifth on the in the circle. So it's like I only got to show that I could do it once. So I'm like, and I did successfully. So if we were going based off challenge rate, I would have had 100% success rate. So if we were voting the weakest, like that's just my I don't know. I don't do numbers, Topher. But yeah, for me, that's not how I see it. I think there is people trying to move forward with people in this game, and the people that you put your word into, it means something and it holds weight. So I'm just thinking about that.
Caleb, how much of an impact does the fact that it's going to be a live night play on the first vote tonight?
I think it plays a huge impact because for some people they can't be here, which sucks. Like I feel worse for them than I do for myself, who has to do this from a car because I had to work today. And thankfully, like I'm driving home and stopped, but like I don't know. I think everyone has their own kind of priorities, and obviously those priorities get in the way of the game, but different people's schedules are going to affect how active they can be, and how active they can be is going to affect the outcome of both votes, which is an unfortunate result tonight, but I'm just happy I can be here.
Kenny, how much planning into both votes took place during this round? When you talk to people, is it like, okay, we need to do this for like vote one and then do this for vote two? Or is it just about this first vote?
Well, like, no shade, extra pink lemonade. Like, I did not realize it was a second vote until maybe 3 hours after I woke up later. I was in a deep slumber, but I think part of it can be both. I think that you can have some planning, but I think also it doesn't have to be as concrete planning. I think when you're still this early on, I mean, we saw what happened with Caden, where Caden just got sniped, right? A lot of people did not see that coming. And I think it goes to show you that, like, planning is important, but it's also trying to be adaptable to the situation at hand. I think that if there's too much planning, it means you're too rigid. And if something goes haywire, it could mean you going home. So I think it's trying to find a balance of knowing I want to work with some of these people or I want to work with this person. How can we get our agendas to align in order to move forward? And Caleb's right. It's scary. When you have people not here, that means that's one less person you can talk to. What if you're at the bottom of that person's trust rankings? You know, that puts you in danger. So there's a lot of factors that go into it that you can't just really come up with like one vote and say, this is for sure going to happen. And there's also the immunity challenge. You know, we don't know how that's going to impact it too. So it's really just taking every variable and trying to make the best assessment possible in order to move forward. And that's all you can do.
All right. And Taylor, Ketty had mentioned Caden, who is the first member of the jury. How much does that start to weigh in of the way in which people feel as they get voted out has to play a factor in who you vote out?
Yeah, I think it's always something that people are thinking about, and I think it can shape how you play the game and how you treat people. I think we should all treat each other nicely, like it's just a game and not take it outside of that. So I think everyone's been pretty respectful in that sense. I think it's probably starts to weigh in more as we get further into the game right now, I don't think it's priority number one for people. I think staying in the game is priority number one, and that's kind of in the back of people's minds. But I think later it will really come into play.
All right. Well, it is time to find out who is going to be the first to fail to get on board tonight. But before we do, does anybody have anything else they need to say? Okay. Well, you cannot vote for the winners of the immunity challenge, which means that Austin, Caleb, Caddy, Noah, and Tyler are all safe and uneligible to receive votes. You also cannot vote for Aaliyah because Aaliyah has the Sin immunity necklace tonight. Everybody else is fair game. So it is now time for me to go off camera and mute myself, which means there is no more discussing this vote or the game. And when I return, somebody will be the second member of the jury.
So for this vote, guys, I'm joking.
Noah?
I'm just in a goofy, silly, goofy, Canadian goofy mood.
Good job, Noah.
So I guess it's time for shout outs. Shout out for Juan for being messy and sending me a Snapchat. I miss you so much. It's been a long time. I'm so glad that you're tuning in. And until next time, it's Kenny
Where's
G.
my Snapchat one? Hello?
But me and Juan are best friends. Like, we've been best friends since the beginning.
Mhm. Shout out to Karen, shout out to Jeremy, and shout out to Mitch. Happy birthday, Mitch.
Oh, it's Mitch's birthday?
He's sleeping right now. Perfect birthday for him.
I'm
Um,
weak.
I guess I should vote. Shit.
Sure, that's gonna work.
Shout out to Rebecca Black.
Friday. I'm so loud and I can hear Mitch snoring just like from outside his bedroom. And I'm just like, how can you sleep through this? Right.
Now I have that song stuck in my head.
I was singing it. I thought I was off mute, and then you said that as I was saying, partying, partying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about Saturday, y'all? 2 p.m. getting out of my bed. That's her follow-up.
Oh, I forgot she did that. I want to be getting out of my bed at 2 p.m.
Aaliyah, the way it looks like someone in the back of your camera is like standing with like blue sneakers. It's your laptop, but it looks like a hooded person like coming to snatch you. Does anyone else see it or am I tripping?
I see it as soon as you. No, I see it. I see
Like
it.
yeah, like they're tall and they are about to come like
It's like the way that
I like the
whatever that light is.
yeah, it looks like a head.
back directly through my camera. Like, and if the light gets it just right, then it like reflects me.
Period.
Like it reflects my own light up there.
Move your laptop, please, because now Noah got me scared for you.
Actually,
I
just
need to get my eyes checked.
it's literally just my phone. Like it's
No, 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 no. Move.
Not Austin like up to his screen. Like
I'm trying to look because I'm like,
Is
I
the-
can see it.
wait,
No, okay,
Aaliyah,
Aaliyah,
stop
Okay,
moving.
okay, I see what
Stop
you're
moving.
talking about now. Like I actually see it now.
Aaliyah, move
Look
to your
towards
seeing something
behind
else
her.
more.
Look
Okay.
behind her. No, other way. Move, Aaliyah. Move, Aaliyah. Other way.
Rod, can you pan Aaliyah, please?
prod, please.
I can't see.
Okay.
Guys,
You see the full window, like that doesn't have the curtain on it. Right next to it, there's like a light blue. Okay, Aaliyah is in the way again.
Keurig. It's my Keurig in the reflection of my window.
right.
My Keurig.
Yeah, it's there's no one there. It's just that's what we see.
Oh. Okay, we're all crazy.
I mean, slightly.
I mean, we are. What time is it for everyone? Late playing an online reality game of Survivor
Almost
about being
9
on
o'clock.
being on a train and playing Clue at the same time. So
Ate a banana.
if I were to tell you what the response I gave my partner when they saw me jumping cups with ping pong balls, there was no response. It was judgment.
Also, to break the allegations, no, you didn't have to call me out like that. That was so not nice.
Oh no, here we go. Love y'all,
I-
regardless.
Have the votes right here inside of this Margaret Thatcher novel. But before I read them, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so, or other relevant advantage. Great. I'll read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The passenger with the most amount of votes will have failed to get on board and must get off at the next station. Although you will have a moment to speak your piece. And because it is live night, you must leave and you will be invited back for the second station because you will be the second member of the jury. Okay, I will read the votes. First vote. Sheena. Sheena. 2 votes Sheena. Danny. 2 votes Sheena, 1 vote Danny. Sheena. 3 votes Sheena, 1 vote Danny. Danny. 3 votes Sheena, 2 votes Danny. Danny. 3 votes Sheena, 3 votes Danny. Danny. 4 votes Danny, 3 votes Sheena. Sheena. 4 votes Danny, 4 votes Sheena. Danny. That's 5 votes Danny, 4 votes Sheena, 1 vote left. The next vote is Sheena. We have a tie. We have a 5-on-5 tie. Now, there is no revote because of the temptation that was taken a couple of rounds ago. So you must come to a unanimous decision. So you are going to have 3 minutes to talk it out and decide whether or not you want to keep Danny or Sheena, or who you'd like to get rid of, Danny or Sheena. And then I will go one by one live on the Zoom and ask for your opinion. If there is a divergence in opinion and it is not a unanimous decision, we are going to rocks. Your 3 minutes starts.
I have a question.
Is it just unanimous with people inside the call?
We will look to get opinions from those outside.
Okay, period. Okay.
I have a question. If we go to rocks, is it just me and Laura eligible then?
It would be those that do not have immunity that are eligible for rocks.
Okay.
Your 3 minutes starts now.
Hey, y'all.
And babe.
I knew I was gonna be an option because of the way that that last round went, and I know that I'm probably a target for y'all. But I'm gonna step out of this conversation. You guys do what you want to do, but I don't want to leave.
So just so I understand what's going on right now, because I'm a little confused, and it probably doesn't help that I work today. We're deciding between Danny or Sheena,
Mhm.
and if we don't decide, it's Laura or Taylor.
Correct.
Yeah, because in that case, Danny and Sheena would both become immune. Aaliyah's already immune, and that leaves me and Taylor.
Okay.
I'm not changing my vote personally, and I'm just not in a position to be swayed right now, just after information. And I don't know. That's just where I'm standing. I don't know if others feel the same and we want to go to rocks, we can go to rocks. But it feels
I
kind
mean,
of
the thing that's really concerning for me is
Sheena's
it's
not
a
even here.
50-50 rock draw.
And Sheena's not even here right now, which sucks. I get it. She's on
Yeah.
vacation, but like I'm down to make it all easy if I don't know. I'm just not gonna switch my vote, so I'll step out too.
Minute 30.
I don't want to say this and do it this way, but one of the people yesterday after our challenge didn't want to be here anymore and wanted to be the one to go, and the other didn't. And me and Laura obviously don't want to go. Like, I don't think we should have to go because
Who didn't want to be here?
you.
I didn't say that.
I feel like they were having a
Let me
vulnerable
go on my
moment.
sword. You said let me follow my
I
sword.
think they were
I said
having
I
a
would fall on the
vulnerable moment.
sword for other people. I didn't say that if I'm the vote, that's what I want to go. That's not what I'm saying. You took it in a different way, sister. What I'm saying to you is I will fall on the sword because if I have a respect for you, I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure my friends win or not. And if it's not going to be that case, I'm going to still fight for myself to be in the game. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm just saying what you said. I'm
That-
not twisting it. I'm not
Fall on the
literally-
sword. Fall on the sword is
I
I,
think it
will
was just-
die for my friends.
I think it was just like maybe like
Maybe not the right words to
a
use. but-
vulnerable. I think Aaliyah said like a vulnerable moment, and it was just
I
like
think it was just like an in the moment
I wasn't
thing.
there, so I can't really speak on it.
I honestly think it was just an
I
in
said
an in
what
the
I
moment.
said. And it was in the moment. I said to you, Taylor, and who cares
I-
what anyone else said?
Can I
That's
just
what it
chime
was.
in? Can I chime in real quick? Because I don't want this to get heated, especially
Man, that's
it's
fine.
already
I'm not
been
heated. I'm not heated. I'm not heated.
It's
Y'all,
already
I'm
been
just
made
it's just
kind of obvious.
We all
that
love each other.
Sheena can't change her vote and Noah isn't. So like there's kind of no point in fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, that is time. So let's
It's
begin.
not just me.
Who would like to start off and volunteer the name that begins?
I'll say it, Sheena.
Okay. Aaliyah,
Tina.
Taylor.
Danny.
Okay. We are deadlocked, which means we are going to rocks. Everybody that has an immunity necklace cannot draw a rock. Danny and Sheena are both safe and will not draw a rock, which does mean that Taylor and Laura are the only two eligible to draw rocks. So
Taylor.
Y'all some badass chicks. Go to
Okay.
no. Oh, sorry. I needed to give Chrysan permission. There we go.
let Chrysan breathe.
So whoever it lands on will be the purple rock.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
All right. So 3, 2, 1.
You have got to be kidding me.
Good game, Laura.
Laura,
2 games in a row.
you certainly have
Literally.
not been voted out, but you still have failed to get on board and now must get off at the next station. Please.
I'm dying right now.
Archery, no votes.
I am dying right now. This is literally my second game in a row getting rocked out. I got rocked out in 6th place in a 1 in 3 chance. And now 50-50 chance. But good game, good game, guys. This has been fun.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Laura. We appreciate that you have came on and played and given us your time, energy, and effort. You are now the second member of the jury. So you will join Caden and one other player that will join you very soon. So Laura and Caden, this ends your time for now. We will send a message to the jury chat to invite you back when it is time for the next station. Thank you very much. Okay, and the night continues with the next immunity challenge. So, before we begin this challenge, we would like to give you an example of what this challenge would be. That way, it gives you the most opportunity, and we want to let anybody know that if this is something that they don't think that they would be capable of doing, to please let us know in your prod chat, and we will utilize a backup challenge. Sean, if you would like to take it away.
He's got this. He's got this.
Hopefully, check pod chat real quick.
You're on mute if you don't know.
Okay, so does everybody have access to their Discord?
Yes.
Okay, so in the Merge Platform 7, we will post a phrase. That phrase is going to be scrambled. Then the goal is going to be to send back the unscrambled phrase, but you are going to send it back. So it could be who drinks the water? Who drinks the water, you will see come up as scrambled. You must unscramble it, and then you'll be the first to send back Topher drinks the water. But you would put your name. Putting your name prevents you from being able to copy and paste. The last player to send in the Merge Platform 7 will be eliminated. So it's a time-based challenge. But words will be scrambled and reading is involved. So I want to give you an opportunity to let us know. We will anonymously change the challenge if we feel that this is not a good challenge.
So we're sending it back in the
merge. Yep. So here, let me post. Boom. That would be the post. And then somebody sends back. Sean, give an example of sending it back. Boom. Ketty would be in first.
Oh.
So you put your name at the beginning.
Yep. You put your name at the beginning. Aaliyah drinks the straw would be incorrect. Aaliyah drinks straw. You cannot edit it. It would be Aaliyah drinks water.
She just wants the straw.
Are we all? Okay. I was like, do I need to practice?
Draw for some
Are we
reason.
playing right now, or is this not? This isn't
I didn't think we were playing right now, so I just am not
an
typing.
example, right?
Yeah.
This is an
So
example. This is
what-
not.
This is for
it's an
shits and
example.
giggles.
What prevents everyone from just copying the first person?
And just like
typing
editing
the
the
name.
name.
Yeah, I guess, but once
You
the
have to
first
type in your name. You could. I mean, if you trust that the first person answered correctly and you would like to copy them, and that's
Yeah,
what
so
you're
like if I
thinking,
copied Aaliyah's and she was wrong, we're both wrong, then we have to type the right phrase and then it's just a battle. It's like
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think it's like a
So
dexterity and speed based challenge.
it's a
Yeah.
dexterity
Okay.
and speed based challenge.
Also, dyslexia is probably not good for this.
Hey, I think it might come out on my
Or-
side. I'm not if I had any complaints, I'd tell Prod. I'm ready.
Okay. Well, I just typed straw twice, but
All right.
My dyslexia.
Perfect. So then everybody feels okay, capable. All right, excellent. So we are going to start off. Now, obviously, we know that there are players that are not present. Unfortunately, not being present on Lime Night, just aren't able to win the challenge. So the first round is going to, potentially knock out that person because we're starting with 9 people. So the last player is last, if that makes sense, regardless.
I just want to say I just wrote it in the merge platform chat, but punctuation will count. So like it's like Topher drinks the water, period. You know what I mean? Like you have to put like a period at the end, capitalize the first letter of the first.
Like it, and like if there was an exclamation point or like period, it would be said in the initial unscramble at the last word.
Well, in the initial unscramble, it's in the form of a question, and you are responding
but okay, period.
with
Gotcha.
a period.
So if it's in a question, we don't do the question mark. We do a period.
Correct.
It's looking for correct grammar. Okay.
All right.
No, just me too.
And again, you cannot edit your message. If you make a mistake, you'll have to just retype.
Okay, so this first one that I am about to send, we are looking, hold on. We are looking for the first 8 to send it correct.
Well, it's actually less than that because they're all 8. How
There's
many? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 7 people participating in this challenge right now because Sheena and Tyler are not here, right?
Sheena and Tyler are not here. So Sheena and Tyler will be the first 2 eliminated. So you'll get some practice for the first 2 rounds. So yes, for the first 2 rounds, we'll be looking for the first 7 to officially eliminate the other 2 players. And
No,
to give us practice.
no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 people playing right now, right? So we need
So-
6, the first 6, right?
No, yeah, on round 3, the first 6 to participate.
I think you're just getting placements for like Tyler and Sheena, right?
Correct.
Okay, I think we're just
We can do the practice. We love practice.
This will also make sure that everybody has a grip on the challenge as well. All right. I'm going to put in line in 3, 2, 1. All right. 1, Noah Taylor. 2. Yes, Noah's got the period. Taylor's got the period. Keddy's got the period.
I I I think people don't have the correct phrase though.
Yeah. Okay. Second, let me make sure everybody.
What were we all doing? Chasing balls. Y'all.
The correct answer is blank catches the ball. And first to say it correctly with punctuation would be Taylor catches the ball, followed by Aaliyah catches the ball. Nope, no punctuation there. No punctuation there. And Danny, Caleb catches the ball. Caleb second. Austin catches the ball with a period third. Danny did not spell catches right. Oh no, Austin, this chases. Oh, sorry.
Austin was fighting for his life.
Okay, Taylor was first correctly, and then we have Aaliyah, and then we have Caleb, then Danny, then Noah, then Austin.
Well, and Taylor was first.
Taylor was first. Did I say Taylor?
Keddy.
Where's Keddy? Keddy
You said chases the ball.
said chases and it's catches. See, I'm glad we're doing these little practices. See, this is what happens if you just follow the person before.
See, and I like this challenge. I feel like that made it more difficult.
Right. Kelly, you still have not submitted a correct answer. Hey, there we go, Kenny. Kenny takes 6th place. Perfect. All right. Okay. Now, here comes the next one. Draw a line here. All right. I would recommend typing what you can until, similar to like say OTEV, just like keep coming up, and then we will call stop once we start checking it off. So that way you won't necessarily know if the person before you gets it right or not. And this gives us time to like read it. All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Multiple pronouns are good, right, for that case?
In this instance, we were looking for the phrase to be the phrase, like not necessarily that the pro.
No, I got perfect. I got you. So
Yeah,
no,
the proper
okay.
the proper pronoun here
There.
would be there regardless of what gender one identifies as. So we got Noah, Danny, Austin, Taylor, Caleb, Keddy, and Aaliyah. All right, those are the 2 practice rounds. Now we are only going to be looking for 6 of you, the first 6 to correctly guess the phrase. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Austin, Danny, Caddy, Aaliyah, Noah, Taylor. Those are the first 6. Unfortunately, Caleb, you were not quick enough on the draw. Therefore, you will not win immunity. Okay. Next round is coming. We are looking for the next 5, the first 5. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Keddy, Noah, Austin, Taylor, Danny, you are the first 5. Unfortunately, Aaliyah, this means that you are eliminated from this challenge. You will not be winning immunity. Next, we are looking for the next 4. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Danny, Keddy, Taylor, Austin. You each are the first 4 to get it correct. Blank gets an idle clue. And yes, you do. You will each get an idle clue after live night. All right. We are looking for the top 3. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Sick and twisted.
Keddy, Taylor, Austin, congratulations. The 3 of you are now moving on to the next round. Now we are looking for the top 2. In 3, 2, 1, go. Blank is painting the fence. So Taylor, Austin, congratulations. The 2 of you are moving on to the final round. Caddy, you are out, but what an impressive showing. All right, this next one, we are looking for the winner. It will be a doozy. Good luck.
See doozy.
3, 2, 1, go. Taylor will win individual immunity and a guaranteed spot in the final 9. Congratulations,
Good
Taylor.
job, girly.
From rocks to the necklace What
Work,
that
work, Tyler.
come
That
back?
was
Also, Danny,
cute.
Danny, I'm sorry. I just got stressed before.
All right.
Listen, I promise you, I was not mad at you.
We
Like,
all love each other. We're
I know,
family.
I love you. I hate
like me getting like loud. I didn't mean anything from it. It was just a discussion, and just like I got passionate about it. You
No,
know?
I know. And I know it was like a vulnerable thing, so I hated that I said
Yeah, of course, sister.
Danny has a really good mic.
All right.
I'm
So
not a
we
mic.
are opening 3 breakout rooms. You should have the ability to bounce in between them. And you will not, because there are players that are not able to participate on Discord, you may message those specific players in Discord because they are not here. However, you must communicate amongst yourselves within the breakout rooms. Does everybody have the ability to access the breakout rooms? I have opened them. I just want to make sure that you can.
How do we see them? Oh, never mind.
So
I
yeah,
see them.
at the bottom, there should be a place to join the breakout rooms. So you will have this main room, which is being streamed live on YouTube that everybody will have access to. And then you will have rooms 1, 2, and 3. You are going to have 10 minutes to plot, scheme, plan, and do what you can. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, viewers.
I was about to say, how's everyone's day going?
Hope everyone's having
Wait,
a
why can't
phenomenal Friday.
I see a breakout room?
Uh,
I can see it. It's on the bottom on your screen. It should be right next to app
No,
right before
no.
the record button. Huh?
Oh,
Not about me about to call out who's in each breakout room on the stream.
We had some lovely rocks take place.
wait, why are none of us listening in breakout rooms?
We can split
That's a
up.
lot of work.
I'm chilling here. So, I want to be surprised. I don't want to know what happens.
Oh,
This is a very rare occasion. I have the opportunity to not know what's going on.
oh,
I'm gonna
It's really riveting television for those that are not here. It's quite an underestimated thing to have a live night and for it to be streamed live on YouTube because a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be great. But then you have this breakout room moment, which is just really 10 minutes of dead air, except for that time in season 1, God rest her soul, who sang during the entire live night.
Oh, that was so good.
Because she won immunity, probably one of the most iconic moments.
petition
Unfortunately,
for to like stream breakout rooms.
yeah, unfortunately, she will not be back for All Stars.
Topher.
She won't be.
That was crazy.
Damn, and I was pre-gaming with her the whole month we've been playing. What the fuck?
I don't even know what to say back to that.
She honorary spot though. Like I honestly like I jokingly, but like much love. I have a lot of respect, and it's a rough world out there. And if you or your loved one is struggling with substance abuse or mental health issues, we absolutely here at Kaleidoscope 100% care and relate and will absolutely get you help. So please message me, DM me, or call me, and I'm here for you.
And likewise with me as well. I have dealt with different things within my family, close friends, and I've seen a lot of people neglect certain resources and believe that they were alone. But we implore you that if there's anything anything that you're going through, you're struggling with, you need to confide in somebody, by all means, please do. This community, we want to be able to protect, to provide, and be there for each other. And so if you ever need to vent, need to disclose anything personally, I will maintain confidentiality. Whatever's in our PMs stays in our PMs. Hope everybody is well, mind you. I hope everybody is doing okay. Anybody who's watching in, thank you so much for supporting Kaleidoscope through all of our turbulences, through all of our turmoil. Yeah. But I will happily accept Laura into the group of people who've technically never been voted off.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been voted off.
True.
What's that like?
Chris, I was about to say, Chris
I took
can relate.
oh wait, yeah.
I played a game where the first season it was rocks 50-50 and I voluntarily gave up my spot. And then the second season when they brought me back, I made the final two. So technically I know how it feels.
Did you win?
Get off my phone.
Get off my. No, I did 50-50 rock draw before at CTC. I brag about it to this day. I was like, okay, but everyone else played their part, but time for me to play mine. But it was, if it lands on you, you're safe. So if this was a Kaleidoscope 50-50, I would have been screwed. I'd be. It was final 11. That was crazy. That was a weird about circumstances that led up to that. Kind of similar to this.
As Prod, we have absolutely no idea what is about to happen here. The sky is the limit. It could be anyone, and it could be anyone. What a crazy first station though. Rocks with only 2 people eligible to be rocked out. Who would have seen that coming?
I mean, just like the entire trajectory of this entire season has just been absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Hi, Austin.
Oh my gosh.
Breakout is so fucking hard.
What?
Is there a way to just like hop between the rooms? I don't know how to go like from room to room without going back here.
Press the breakout room button.
Oh, there's
and you can hit join to the room of your choice.
Okay. Okay, thank
Icon.
Did I hear my name? Or am I bugging?
No, I think Austin just moved rooms and it cut.
I thought I heard my name. I don't know. Lately I've been doing that. Like, does anyone else like
Yeah,
just
Carl.
randomly like walk around their house and they turn around because they think they heard someone call their name?
It's a ghost.
It's a
When that
ghost.
happens, you're supposed to say, "Yes, Jesus, I'm coming home."
Yes.
No, not yet.
That's what I was taught growing up.
Nah,
Not
see,
the yes, Jesus, I'm coming home.
Word orders need Jesus. It's real.
Chris needs you. I'm kidding.
I just realized something.
Nah, Chris Ann
What's
did
up?
not.
Be on this live.
Nah, Chris Ann didn't
What'd
give
you
me
realize,
first place
Jen?
in.
I just realized, and it doesn't matter because it's how we wrote it in the thing and whatever, but we wrote a spot in the final 9 when they're at final 9 right now, and they're going to final.
Well, they did win a spot in the final 9, and
did do well, did Taylor win one?
At the time that we wrote it, there were 10 people in the game, so it made logistical sense to us.
You know, it's okay.
We're such silly gooses, silly geese. That's silly gooses.
I
But no,
haven't said anything either.
you know, I just realized. Well, I lied. I'm kidding. This is just my segue. I didn't get first place in Rhythm and Balance. Yeah, my coach didn't pick my song. It makes me sad. Wait, let me see who beat it. Okay, yeah, honestly,
What was your song?
it was the DMX song. I'll take top 3. I'll take top 3. Okay, I didn't know it was that close.
My favorite DMX moment it is a Cat Williams stand-up bit when he talks about like how DMX actually is like that and like real person, and they were like at a restaurant and he's like, I would like some water with some lemon. Cat Williams like, why are you yelling? A woman in a restaurant.
Nah, I love Cat Williams. No, one of my favorite comedy skits of all time is his son saying he wants an Xbox. It said, "Sit down, Pippin, let me holla at you," and then pretty much breaks down why instead of getting a PlayStation, he should get a Nintendo 64. Under the classified section. That was a good time.
I saw out my peripheral today.
You have like the inflection down a little bit. It's the voice.
You got a peripheral? That's
Yo,
not
I
my
think we
side
should
vision.
do
That's not my side vision.
we should do a kaleidoscope podcast.
Brother in the back thinks
The
that
scope.
thinks I just got a car talking about a car.
The scope. The scope. Welcome to the scope.
Not even supposed to come out till 2004.
Oh yeah, Jen, I noticed that too.
Are they allowed to be texting, or can they only talk on the Zoom?
They can message the two that are not here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna God mode them because there's only 17 seconds left, right? Hold on.
Nice.
Broadcast voice. 17. Oh, there are
17:38.
only 7 seconds left. 5,
Nice.
4, 3, 2, 1.
God mode is honestly amazing.
I agree. I wish I was a god.
A shout out to the Zoom creators for creating God mode.
It's gonna take 60 seconds for the breakout rooms to end.
I just heard you and I just came back. This is giving me PTSD from teaching during COVID, so it's just like, oh.
Sheena's here. All right, everybody should be back in less than 60 seconds.
Sheena.
Hi. What's happening? Are people in breakout rooms? How do I join one?
Unfortunately,
Closing in 12 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2,
From school. She used to Pula every year in the talent show.
It's sleep room 1. Sleep room 2. And delete room 3. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Welcome everyone to the next station. We are going to let your jury rejoin if they so choose. Oh, yep. All right. So let's start with, as always, well, Austin, you are at the top of my screen. So we're going to start with you again. Walk me through what just happened. What we just had a tie. We had rocks. You're now just spent 10 minutes scrambling. What's going to happen tonight?
And let me tell you what's going to happen tonight. You're going to ask us some questions. We'll give you the best answer we can, and then we're going to vote, and then someone gets left at the station.
Taylor, you went from almost being rocked out, a 50-50 shot at being rocked out, to now being an immunity holder. Describe the emotions that you've gone through tonight?
I was very, very, very nervous because 50-50 is a very high percentage of going home. And as soon as I found out that Aaliyah was safe, even if Aaliyah wasn't safe, I was like, well, that's still 3 of us, and that's still a huge percentage of going home. So I was really sad for a little bit. I was like, I'm not ready to go. I love everyone and it's been so much fun. And I was just like going through that. And then getting it, I was just like, I felt like the sense of relief I felt was just huge. And then going into the breakout rooms, now I'm just like rattled. I'm like shaky a little bit because I got a lot of new information that's just like making me question everything. And yeah, roller coaster.
Danny, you were involved in a tie vote. It was a 5-5 tie that ultimately resulted in providing you with safety. Where are you now?
You know, I must say this correctly. Tovinster, I'm all over the place. And when I say I'm all over the place, just mentally, I don't know if my game is all over the place, but I also know that I'm here to work with people who are here to work with me. And I'm hoping that in this little whatever we just did in this 10 minutes helped my game. If it didn't, then I go home and it is what it is. But I think that with these folks and how we look at it, I think that I probably did something that I won't say save myself, but put myself in a position that these other people respect me, maybe since I don't know. But I also think that the information I gave that I was sitting on gave me a new hope and a recognition of where this game is being played.
Aaliyah, how much did the last 10 minutes impact this vote? Was it pre-planned and ordained, or has the vote changed from what you thought could have been?
I definitely feel like there was some enlightening information brought up during these last 10 minutes. I do think this is a spicy way to do things, production, because you are right. People do plan and people do prepare for these types of things, especially knowing that we don't have time away where we do normally communicate about the vote. We don't have like that time individually to talk to each other. Now we have to do it in front of everybody. It's a nice way to spice it up and like psych people out and make them think things that they maybe are true, maybe aren't true, and possibly skew where your plans were going. And maybe you should stay on track. Maybe you should change. Maybe there's a new plan. It's very exciting going into these things.
Kenny, Aaliyah brings up a good point that what's presented is presented in almost a public forum. How much can you trust what anybody said during any of these last 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's so simple to go out and say this person said this or this person says that. But I think something that people should take note if they haven't already is there is this thing called patterns in this game where when a player does something consistently and it's not one person just saying it, it's not a second person just saying it, now it's a third person saying it, there is a level of truth. Like, I think at the end of the day, even with the vote like a 5-5, there is still complexity in which there are people lying about where they really stand or how truthful they're really being or what they're actually sharing. And sometimes people think just because on the surface on paper it looks like it's all good and, you know, full of dandelions, but sometimes you got to dig deeper. Sometimes you got to really look at it and really understand that sometimes within can be a little bit more dangerous than what's on the outside. And so, like, yeah, I'm sure that we've all said a lie or we've all tweaked something to somebody because we want to make sure that we're safe. But as you get further into the game, there are trends, there are patterns. And if you don't follow those trends and you don't follow those patterns, it could catch up to you eventually and you could get sniped out of this game when you could have done something beforehand.
So, Caleb, it sounds like tonight I'm hearing a mix of people saying, don't believe what you hear, and also, please believe me when I'm telling you this is going on. What side of the aisle do you fall on with these things of should we be listening when people are talking loud enough, or is anything coming out of anybody's mouth potential for lying?
It's really difficult because I thought I knew what was going on coming into this second vote, and a lot has been discussed in the last 10 minutes that has rattled my mind, and I don't know now. Especially, it doesn't help that in the last two rounds, my vote has basically been negated. So that's probably going to happen again if patterns say anything. So I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to take everything in and make the best decision possible based off that information.
Noah, you were very adamant during the last round that you were not changing your vote. Do you feel the same that you did at that time, or has new information come to light to make you feel differently?
Topher, I just think there's just been a bunch of information brewing up within like the last day of this game that's made me have to like reflect and actually like think about what's going on in this game. And like when I talk to people and actually form these bonds with people and open up to them and like begin telling truths, like my truths are my truths when I talk to you and I'm telling you like that's genuine. So I'm just hoping people can see the patterns of I'm just saying that word because Ketty said it a bunch of times, but the patterns of some other players and also be like, yes, sometimes it doesn't line up fully with what you think is happening in the game, but there's also it's optics. It's like you have to have multiple perspectives and be able to like look at the bigger picture too at the end of the day. Like the people that have been still trying to make an effort with you, working with you, and always going to be there when they hear your name come up. It's also like if someone tells you they hear your name, you're not going to go to the hand that feeds you and be like, I just told that person what you told me. It's very tricky. It's like you have to sit and reflect on the information. So that's kind of how I've been approaching this day. I don't know if you asked me about my day.
Austin, everybody has seemed to be saying new information has come to light. New information, new information. What is this new information that everybody speaks of?
Don't get wordy.
Don't get wordy. Allegedly, there is a certain player telling people what they want to hear to everybody, but like we're all doing that in a way. So I don't know. I don't think there was new information for me in those 10 minutes. It was more so I feel more connected through the conversations that I had.
Okay, there. Were you surprised that it tied? Why not?
I think, certain you start to notice things, right? So when certain people aren't talking to you or, conversations are different and things are happening in the game, patterns again, like you start to notice that, right? So you can kind of see certain divides to that extent. And yeah, there's just little things that you start to notice. And you're always thinking about all of the possibilities, right? Especially when there's 10 people in the game. Like you have to think of that. You have to think that's a big possibility. Yeah.
Danny, so as a person that was part of that tie in this last round, is it safe to assume that it's still between you and Sheena?
I don't know if that's a fair question to ask because I can be told anything and everything from any of these people. Because at this point in the game, everyone's trying to protect themselves. I can be told by even my allies that it's not on you because sometimes they may think of you in a different way than you think of them. However, I also know that things change. If I'm correct, I don't think that we are like this season has ran away that it has been the same to or well, yeah, same two people every time. It has changed every time. If I am correct, I might be wrong. Don't catch my facts. However, I look at it of yeah, it could be me and Sheena, but it also could be Sheena and this, or me and this, or this person and this person. There's so many options because I think that the way this cast works and what y'all served us as phenomenal players together in a group, we're gonna do what we want to do and whatever benefits us. That's where I look at it. I don't think that there's a certain way this game is going to go. No matter how much you ask us of where the plan and where this is going, I don't think we're ever going to get that because of the fact that everyone is playing their own game and they're going to play the way that they think benefits them or them and their allies better. That's all I got to say about that. So I don't know.
So, Aaliyah, how does one play it when it's a tie, but neither player that was involved in that tie goes home? Seemingly a random person goes home. And so, therefore, how do you know whether you were on the top or the bottom now and where the numbers actually ended up? Because there's a player that voted in that tie that is no longer in the game. And so you can't account for it. How do you strategize around that?
I feel like you just have to think about post vote. The vote has already happened. It doesn't really matter now. It just matters who's left and who's left for you to work with, really. So if you want to think about terms of placement, not how well you do in the challenge, but how well and how equipped you are for the getting to the next placement, essentially, then that's like a better way of ranking yourself. Like, am I in a better position because this random person went home, or am I like worse off for it because they were actually an ally of mine? Like, that's really the way you should be thinking about it.
All right, Caddy, what way do you think about it? Do you think about the fact that it's about getting from vote to vote, or do you start planning rounds ahead? Are you positioned well?
Well, I think especially in a twist like this, I think you could argue both ways. I think that I'm sure people at this point, like we're down to 9. I'm sure people are thinking these are people that I really trust. These are people that are really good at finding idols or really good at competitions, or this is somebody who's been not talking to me the same way like we did 3 days ago. So there's a lot of variables at stake. And I think it's even more crazy because again, I think we've all said this before. Like I know Aaliyah mentioned this, and I think Taylor mentioned this with like the unpredictability. Even if anyone came into the second tribal saying, this is what I want to do for sure, conversations happened. And I think that it brings to light that in such a crazy twist, I think it goes to say that like anything can happen. Every conversation matters in this game because it could dictate you staying in this game or it could dictate you not staying in this game. So it's trying to keep your head as much as possible because it gets crazy. It gets overwhelming when you get all this information. Oh my God, thank you, Noah. Anyways, but I think I think it's both. I think you can plan a little bit, but I think that if you're not seeing the bigger picture and if you look too far ahead, sometimes the train's going to smack you right in the face and you're going to be out of this game.
Caleb, is it hard to feel any level of comfort during a double, during a live night, going into all of the factors that we've discussed thus far? Is there any way to feel comfortable in this moment?
No, not really. I mean, especially getting knocked out of the immunity challenge first, that sucked. But, I think that, again, it's gonna just come down to having those conversations and kind of reflecting on conversations. And Danny put it very nicely, like everyone's just trying to get past today. And I think at the very least, I can say that like I've talked with people enough to know that if this is another tribal where my vote's negated, if this is another tribal where I'm out of the vote, which has happened before, I can at least feel some comfort in knowing that I connected with people in those breakout rooms, so I'm not like losing my mind. And that's all I want right now, is to not lose my mind. So I'm in a happy middle ground between comfort and insanity.
And last but most certainly not least, Noah, what is the anticipation like right now? How much anticipation is there to get to this vote?
Topher, I gotta poop my pants, not gonna lie. It's crazy. Sorry for the doo-doo talk. You love it. But yeah, it's crazy. I just think there's a natural anxiety that goes through your body when you're at tribal at the station. We're not dining in the first class car right now. That's Taylor. She has the good view. She has immunity. Uh she yeah, no. We're all no, yeah. I guess I'm having like a Jess moment right now. Like what's the question?
All right. And with that, it is time to vote. So the only person tonight that is actually safe that you cannot vote for is Taylor. Everybody else is eligible to receive votes. I am going to go off camera and mute myself. Please go to your prod chat and cast your vote. And when I return, one of you will be the third member of the jury.
Shout out to Danny. This is kind of cheesy. I hope you're ready for some cheesiness.
What did I do?
Every time you say I forgot the phrase you used, but you say we're like good players. We're like really good players. I'm just like,
Y'all
thank
are. Y'all really
I mean,
are.
like, it's giving whenever I tell my kids that they're smart, and they're like, "Well, you're supposed to say that," and I'm like, "Yeah, but like you actually are smart." And but like
Yes,
hearing that
no,
makes me
like
like
They got
this is
butterflies.
they
So I
got a C
appreciate you
minus.
saying it.
but like I look at you guys, like I've played at this point, I started playing games in 2021. This is probably the best cast I think that I've ever played with. As far as
Go,
I don't know what
Amy. Sorry.
That's
Cat.
messy.
What? That's we
I'm
all
talking
smile.
about jury forward. I am talking about the pre-jurors. We're talking about the Peyton forward. Y'all are good players.
I don't know. The preacher kind of
You
ate.
guys, please don't communicate with the jury members. Thank you.
What do you mean?
No, don't. What do you mean? She didn't stutter. We are not talking about the jury members.
No, we're not talking about the jury member.
Just
Wait,
no.
we can't talk.
You
But I'm
did.
just saying, from them on,
No.
everyone is a good player.
That's okay.
Don't mention.
Does that make sense? Oh, don't mention them. Oh, okay.
But we can talk
Oh.
about that pre-jury. The pre-jury ate this season. I don't know about y'all, but they kept us.
Who?
We had a cute pre-jury.
Who's the larger group? Pre-jury or walk /
Let's just stop talking about the players. Let's change the subject. Go back to doing shout outs. Those are wholesome.
Shout out to
Okay,
Karen.
well, shout out to production because
Shout out to
they ate
Caleb's
this
wife.
season. No matter whatever happened, they were like, "We ready. We ready. We gonna do what we need to do." That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna shut up and y'all can talk.
Oh, shout out to Caleb's car.
Who's typing?
Oh, I'm like playing with a pen.
No. Is it you? Or maybe it was you.
I was like probably clicking.
Okay. Okay, what's everyone's Apple or Spotify top artist?
I'll go first. I don't use Spotify.
Nobody asked you.
That's fucked up.
No one asked.
I was gonna give a unique answer, and now I don't even want to say it.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Yay, thank you. Well, I don't use Spotify, but last time I did, my top artist was Joyner Lucas. If y'all know him. If y'all don't, then fix that.
I fuck with you, Jacob.
Thanks, Noah. I fuck with you too.
So I have a
I know.
question. I know we're talking about Apple and Spotify, but what about YouTube Music?
Ooh, girl.
That's a thing.
Yes. Why are we hating?
I didn't know that was a thing. Man, no shade. Like I just really did not know that was a thing.
Right, like no shade, all pink lemonade.
Katie, shut the fuck up. Still in my shit. But it's no pink lemonade because you can't have no sweet stuff with it either. Oh, they're really pondering everything. Are they trying to make a struggle for a reason or
All
oh,
right,
he's
I
voting.
have the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The passenger with the most votes will have failed to get on board and must get off at this next station. They will have a moment to speak their piece, and then they must leave the Zoom immediately. But before I read the votes, if anybody has an advantage or hidden immunity idol that they would like to play, now would be the time to do so.
Finister the Sinister. Oh man, I've always wanted to do this. I haven't been able to do it in either of my seasons. Well, actually, I lied. I guess I did that one time. Anyways, Tyler is not in attendance right here at the station. He had requested that I play this on his behalf. This is not my idol. This is not production riggery. This is his. So he would like to play this on himself.
Okay. I can confirm that this is in fact a real hidden immunity idol, and any votes cast for Tyler will not count. Anybody else would like to play an idol or an advantage before I get to the votes inside of this Charles Dickens Christmas Carol book? All right. I'll read the votes. First vote. Tyler does not count. Austin. One vote, Austin. Noah. One vote, Austin. One vote, Noah. Austin. It's 2 votes, Austin. Austin. It's 3 votes, Austin. 1 vote, Noah. Noah. 3 votes, Austin. 2 votes, Noah. Austin. 4 votes, Austin. 2 votes, Noah. 2 votes left. Noah. 4 votes, Austin. 3 votes, Noah. Noah. That's 4 votes, Austin. 4 votes, Noah. We have once again reached a tie, and thanks to you players being so super temptation, we don't have a revote. So despite the fact that there is an odd number of votes here, you must come to a unanimous decision on whether or not you want it to be Austin that goes or Noah that goes. And you will only have 3 minutes to speak out loud and to decide to do so. Otherwise, we will go for rocks, and there is a lot more of you eligible to be rocked out of this game at this time. So I'm going to
Austin.
set that 3-minute timer right now, and in 3, 2, 1, have at it.
Austin, I love
Shade.
you. I love you. I really do love you, but I'm not changing my vote. I'm keeping Noah here.
I love you, Danny.
No shade. Because Noah did that for me. No shade. No shade. And
I understand
Katie,
that.
no
I
pink
appreciate
lemonade.
you. I appreciate you, Danny.
I obviously am not going to be voting.
Taylor, I hope that one vote for Tyler was from you.
I'm not changing my vote.
Period, mama. She got that.
You
nickname.
guys have been lying for 3 days.
You. To be
Don't be
fair,
mad at me.
you were scheming against me,
Yeah, you've been.
and you did say my name first when I was open to you about my votes and everything. So I've
You
been
were
nothing.
not. You lied to me about all of
How
your
did I?
votes.
Wait, how did I lie to you when I okay, I can read our chats back, but it's okay.
Yeah,
That's
and
that's
you
that's
you
good on
never
your.
like, okay.
No, it's okay.
Jacob
You
or
lied.
Katie, while they're arguing,
We already have a
I don't know
disagreement,
where y'all
Topher.
voted.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I feel like it's just gonna be another. Regardless of what happens, Sheena's not here, Tyler's not here. We're fucked, and I don't know. Fuck.
I mean, I'm keeping my vote.
Did you keep me,
What
Kenny?
what did you vote, Teddy?
Yes, I voted
Okay,
Austin because I thought Tyler had an idol. So
me
obviously,
too.
obviously, I'm gonna.
So technically,
So
we're
it's really
still at a
just
tie, unless Caleb switch.
But it has to be
It has
unanimous.
to be unanimous
The point I'm
regardless.
get at is it
And
has to
If
be
it does not
not gonna-
unanimous, then I don't give a fuck either.
it's not gonna be
So
unanimous.
whatever.
We're fucked. I'm having like a Jess moment where I'm just like I can visualize the rock falling.
Don't
in
speak
the end.
that into existence. You're gonna have a Hannah Shapiro moment, Caleb. It's okay.
Yeah.
Not Hannah Shapiro, girl.
Well, I'm just trying to give Caleb hope.
I'm
Anyways,
just letting y'all know I don't care where it goes, but
I
I'm
love
not changing.
everyone here, including you, Taylor. It's all good. Like
Love you
every, no, I literally love you. Like I am so glad. And whenever you're in Halifax, you better hit me up. And when I'm in the city, if I ever come, I'm hitting you up. But like, and it's all game. We've all been brewing on information. We've all been keeping things from each other. So it's our fault at the end of the day for not communicating. And with that being
So
said,
if
I
it's
think
unanimous,
I think
then
everyone's gonna stick with their vote. And Topher, I would like my immunity necklace, please. That was just petty. That was not real. I just wanted to say that.
And you,
I love you all.
20 seconds left. Does everybody forfeit the time?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So we did talk with both Tyler and Sheena. Tyler has elected to vote for Noah. Sheena is voting for Noah. Caleb?
Noah.
Ketty?
oh wait, is this vote to stay or go?
To go.
Austin.
All right. We are going to go to rocks. Everybody except for Taylor will be put on a wheel. Austin
Can
and Noah will
I
not
play
be
my
on the
advantage?
wheel. Yeah. Speak up, Danny.
I'm voting rocks. I'm voting rocks for this one. So
Danny does in fact have an advantage that says that. Let me just check the fine print here. Danny is not eligible to be on the wheel in the event of rocks. So Danny will not be going to rocks. Taylor will not be going to rocks. Noah will not be going to rocks, and Austin will not be going to rocks. Everybody else is going to be going on a wheel. And in the
Did you see Tyler too?
oh, Tyler also has immunity to play his idol, so Tyler is not going to rocks. Everybody
so
else,
Tyler had the idol. Got it. Cool.
yeah, Tyler played the hidden immunity idol that before the votes were read. That's what
Okay.
Jacob
No,
Popguard-
you're good. You're good.
Jacob
You're
Popguard
okay.
did the
I-
thing. All right.
You're good. You're good. You're good. No, keep going. Keep going. I just
My
that
phone
was
died. My
me
phone
talking
died.
out loud.
I must say, I think in the craziest live night that has ever existed in the history of orgs, I don't know if anybody else can lay claim to the fact that there was 2 rock draws in the same night. So let's get to it. Chrisanne, if you will please do the honors of screen sharing.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So 3, 2, 1.
Aaliyah sadly have been rocked out. You are the 3rd member of the jury. You did not get voted out, but nevertheless, you will not be getting on board and must get off at this next station. Now is the time to speak your piece.
My piece is Taylor. It's really crazy that you're saying everyone's a snake. Mind you, you've been orchestrating shit behind everyone's back too. So I think you need to check your own self before you come for anyone else, Mama. And that goes for everyone else in the game. Just like Austin said earlier, you can't say everyone else shit stinks if you're not smelling your own. So with that, I hope everyone has a wonderful time. I am not bitter. I'm just upset.
I love you.
Leo, we love you.
Hi,
Thank you
Leo.
so much for playing this game and playing your heart out.
Yeah.
You did not get voted out. You got rocked out. It is a badge of honor. Thank you. Now you must leave the Zoom. Caden and Laura, you can leave the Zoom also. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I'm just going to put you in the waiting room. And I am going